Welcome back to Hippie Bliss Travel. Today, we're wrapping up our trip to Lincoln City. We headed down there for a glass blowing class, and that was my last video. And this video is just about the hotel we stayed at and the beaches that we hiked. This one down in Taft, which is on the south side of Lincoln City, it's the same neighborhood we did the glass blowing class in. Actually, this is after the class. We drove down and found some parking and kind of hiked along the beach. It's part of a historical part of Lincoln City. The parking here is free. There's no charge for the street parking here. And it comes down to you do like a U-turn and head back up. There's like a restaurant, I think it's Moe's Chowder House, and they do a lot of fishing and stuff in this area. And here we are facing south into the bay. Now I've heard it pronounced Silets and I've heard it pronounced Slits Bay, but it is a bay and it rises, and with the tides you will notice a dramatic high if it's high tide or low tide. But it's also right where it connects with the Pacific Ocean too here. So there's lots of driftwood as you hike along the shoreline.
There
And
is
there's the
the Pacific
Pacific Ocean,
Ocean.
and here is the bay.
Some seals going on in here. Seen a few seals in the bay here. And it looks like it's a rising tide and a boat way out in the distance. Oh yeah, people made little shelters with the driftwood.
And here we are still in that beach by Taft, and we found some driftwood forts. And husband just had to climb in one to see what it was like. And it was just a spectacular day for a walk on the beach. And then we stayed at the Surfland Hotel by the sea. We have stayed there before.
There's the door. We got a little bathroom area. A little hanging closet. Bench. Oh, no, we've stayed here multiple times. This is not our first time at this hotel. There's a reason we always come back. Because here it is the view. And there is some stairs down over there, right down to the beach.
Yeah, several years ago, I looked at my husband and said, "Hey, our anniversary is coming up." let's get a hotel on the coast. And he goes, as long as it has a good view. So I picked this one out after checking out, several motels online and walked in. I said, does this view work? And he's like, yes, it does. So whenever we're in Lincoln City, this is our go-to hotel. There is lots of stairs right down to the beach. We've never had bad service there. And this is the beach in front of the hotel. And the first day we got there Sunday afternoon, and we went for a walk on the beach. It was kind of cloudy, but we thought, oh, it's light rain, no big deal.
Yeah.
We got down there. It was raining harder than we thought once we
Looks
got
like
down to
this
the
when you go
beach.
outside. Give it 10 minutes. It might not be like
And
that in
we
10
thought,
minutes.
well, we'll walk back up, and we'll wait till it stops raining and then go back out. By the time we walked back up the stairs, got to our room, not only had it stopped raining, the sun was out. So we turned around and went right back down. And this is the next morning where you get they have the complimentary breakfast from like 7 to 10, 6 to 10 or something. But you get a good view, and then they have a patio area, day or night. At night, they turn the lights on, and they do have a pool, a hot tub, and a sauna, which we did use all three. They had upgraded the sauna since we had last been there. Um, but yeah, again, I think we've been here, what, 4 times maybe? And then we decided to splurge a little bit, and we went to Fathoms. It's at the inn at Spanish Head. It's a nice hotel that we were walking on the beach. You could see a little bit in the background. And the restaurants, we splurged. It's a little more out of our price range than we normally would go. But if you're coming, because it's south side of Lincoln City, so if you're heading south, you turn into the parking lot of the hotel and then you drive under the tunnel because parking is on the east side of 101. The hotel is on the west side of 101. So we were going to park, and then my husband thought, no, I'm going to do another parking spot where it's more shaded. So here we are to go and head to the other parking spot. And then we get up, and this van for the motel, our hotel was just driving by and said, hey, you guys want to ride? We're like, well, sure. So we got a ride down from this parking spot back through the tunnel to the front of the motel. The reviews on this place, were good. Actually, well, better than good, pretty good. But everyone raved about the views. So we got there on a Monday night. We did not have a reservation, but we were seated. This is the view from our table. And yeah, it was a little pricier than what we're used to, but the food was fantastic. Of course, you go with the seafood. Again, got to throw the view back in there. Um, it was upper, more of a upscale place than we're used to. So we started with calamari, which is our standard appetizer we both love. I had the seafood medley. He had a salmon dish. And then we had to try the lemon berry mascarpone cake, which we shared. We shared one because I was glad because we wouldn't have finished. And again, there's the view. And my husband was reading the reviews about this place, everything said if you go, you got to make sure you check out the women's restroom by the restaurant. But they didn't say why. But there was many, many reviews. So we got done. I said, fine, I'll go check out the woman's room. So as I'm walking up to the door, you can see bright light coming under that little like quarter-inch strip, half-inch opening underneath. And as I open the door, I just blinded by light. And I just stuck my camera up just to click a picture seeing if I could see it. And I don't think I could line it up again, getting the perfect shot because this was the shot I got. I couldn't get the sun perfectly lined up if I tried. The you must check out the women's room is because of the view. It's a spectacular floor to ceiling windows. Husband said they had no windows in the men's room. The way they were discussing it, I was like, is it gold plated? What is it? But no, it's just a stunning view. And then we walked back up to the car when we got done. We could have. The guy did say we could ask at the front desk to have him take us up on the drive us back in the van, but no, between what all we ate, the walk did us some good. And these are just other pictures. There are spots along the beach in Lincoln City you can park. And here's the cars in the mist. And I'm going to wrap up our trip to Lincoln City here. Thank you for joining us. If you made it to this far, give us a like and a subscribe,
Cold water push out on you.
and hope to see you next week. Bye.
Good morning on our last morning here. We're joking about it being a super low tide. But there's the hotel.
Quarter mile away.
Quarter mile, you think? Yeah.
Oh, no, probably not.